Hello, Nick.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good to be with you, I'm doing well.
So first tell me about the conception for the book, because via your podcast, you already give quite a lot of folks advice, right? So why the new medium?
It was kind of by accident, to be honest. I didn't want to write a book. I do this thing, questions with Nick on my social, and I have these Q&As, and I've been doing it for every week for like 4 years, and I had like literally thousands that kind of saved over the years, and I thought to myself, well, this might be a fun, let's put it all together and make it look pretty, and it'll be like a coffee table book.
I want to get into a chapter that I was particularly struck by, and I think a lot of people will be too. It's called Training Your Picker.
Yeah.
And you really delineate between two particular types of men that most of us know. The fuckboy.
Yeah. Or people. French, yeah, and people.
And
can we swear?
And players. Yeah. We're it's Jezebel, we're gonna swear.
Fuck, great.
So fuckboys and players.
Yeah.
Right? First of all, what research did you have to do to be able to draw such clear distinctions between the two?
Well, I am lucky enough that I get to talk to a lot of people about dating relationships every week. I think there are people out there who, I refer to them as players who, have alternative motives and can be deceitful and are trying to lead you down a path because they're trying to get something from you and they're not really looking for a relationship. That term then turned into fuckboys.
Right. But there's a difference.
There is. I think there's a difference, and the reason I think that is because players don't want relationships. They just want to play people, right? And I think most fuckboys have the intent of wanting a relationship someday. Their goal, all fuckboys love the idea of having kids and a family. Everyone's just like, yeah.
They say.
I want, they do, and we're often, hooking up with these people, and sometimes in these hookup culture situations, one person likes someone more than the other, and to me, a fuckboy is kind of a perception of a situation, right? So, if two people are hooking up, one person's like lukewarm about that situation, the other person's pretty excited from what they know so far. I think it's on both people a little bit, right? And in the sense that, you have to set up upfront expectations, you have to set boundaries for yourself and communicate, and if you don't, it's very easy to feel like you've been fuckboyed, right? And sometimes, again, like I say, fuckboys have the best intentions. A well-intentioned fuckboy is still a fuckboy.
What's worse in your mind? A fuckboy or a player? Because as we said, there's a difference, and one seems very intentional about their deceit.
Yeah.
The other, you're arguing that is more accidental, more organic. What's worse? Because both hurt.
Yeah, well, I think a player is worse, right? Because again, there's a lack of any consideration for someone's feelings. I think a fuckboy situation has more to do with a lack of communication, a lack of boundary setting, a lack of setting expectations, and it's very easy, again, if you're having sex in hookup culture, you have to be very honest about why you're choosing to participate.
Okay.
That's why so what's worse? The player. What's more dangerous? The fuckboy.
Okay. Well, speaking of fuckboys and players, let's talk about Leonardo DiCaprio for a second.
Okay, yeah.
First of all, which one is he?
I don't know, yeah.
Based on your kind of observations, can we surmise that he's a fuckboy or a player?
He might not be either, For all I don't know what conversations Leo's having with the people he's hooking up with, right? If Leo is setting up for expectations by saying, this is a situation, these are my goals of this interaction, I just want to be very clear about where I stand, he might not be either. He just might be a guy who enjoys having sex with anyone.
Anyone below the age of 25.
That might be true too. Yeah, I don't really know who he's all hooking up with. I know what we hear, but being sex positive, whether regardless you're a man or a woman, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like not communicating your intentions and having other people assume, that's where the confusion leads in. That's where disappointment leads in. So he might not be either. He might just be a guy who enjoys having sex with whoever he's having sex with.